Hi guys, it's Candy of Candy Photography. I wanted to do a quick video. It's not going to be a long in-depth one like you normally expect from this. In fact, you don't expect those videos from me at all. And it is about like why I moved into a studio and why I didn't say freelance. So first of all, excuse the cigarette burn. Someone flicked a cigarette at me and it landed on my chin, so it's burnt me. Trying to stare it, like cover it, but it's not working, and a terrible angle. So when I first started in photography, I was very much, I wouldn't say I was a hobbyist because I already started operating quite with contracts from sort of day one. But I was freelance and I was roaming around and I was sort of going here, there, and everywhere. But the reason why I got the studio is because I was offered it when another photographer decided to end his sort of lease, if you like, effectively here, and he wanted to move back into full-time employment. So I took it over. The thing is, I didn't really think about taking it over. I just automatically assumed that was the best idea for me. I think deep down I knew that I needed a hub, and that's effectively what this place is like. Now, we're in the dressing room area. I say area because it's quite a small studio, it doesn't have a lot of space, and it is effectively a hub for me. Like I'm just hiding some paperwork. It is just a hub, a place for me to hang out, a place for me to be creative, a place for me to bring clients, and obviously a shooting space, which you can just see hinted just back there. But moving studio isn't for everybody, and I think a lot of people think that they need a studio to be a professional photographer. I don't necessarily agree with that. I think people who say you need a studio perhaps are more of the older style, like they need a place for your clients to go. But I have found, despite having a studio, a lot of my clients love meeting in coffee shops. A lot of my clients like it if I go to their home or we meet at somewhere mutually convenient. And even now with the studio, I would still say about 60% of my meetings happen elsewhere. So in Northampton, for example, where I live, I'm often at Dapper Sandwich, which is a great little coffee shop up the road, or the Old Grocery, which is a coffee shop literally in the next street from my studio. Actually has my face painted on it, that's another story. Or I go to the Smoke Pit for lunch with them. And people just like that. I think we're less about coming to a space to have a meeting, and sometimes people can find that a little uncomfortable. They prefer something on their own term. Now, I do a lot of viewings here. You might just see the projector screen sort of there, about there it is, and they do viewings here, but even then clients, they getting arranging to come in can be quite difficult, so sometimes I might be working quite late, and that is the benefit of having a studio, is that I'm not having people in my own home, or I'm not taking all my equipment to their house. But a studio isn't for everyone, and I don't think you need to have a studio to be a professional photographer. Now, in terms of what is right for you, if you want a studio, my idea is if you find yourself outgrowing your home, or you're starting to use more studio lights, and you're needing space, you're constantly hiring, maybe look at having a studio. But even then, I've been known to go up, when I go up north, I hire a studio, and you can do it. It's not always the most cost effective because sometimes, it is quite pricey to hire a studio. One of the studios I hired, which was just for 3 hours, cost me near enough £600. And that obviously goes back to your client. You have to have a client to pay for it. And sometimes you'll go to a studio and it's not as equipped as you think it will be, and it's not as big as you think, even though there's all sorts of things. So having your own space is amazing. You can be incredibly creative, but with that comes a lot of responsibility. I have to be here every day, or have someone here every day, or at least have some way to communicate every day. I have to keep it clean, tidy. I have to have it. There's extra insurance for having a studio. Obviously the extra tax incentive, and then there's also the money, the cost of the studio. Having the internet here, having electricity, paying for the tea, coffee, the drinks, the condiments, all of this, and maintaining stuff. So it's really bizarre. Like at home, I swear you never break anything, but at a studio, you can have like 2 clients in it and you've broken a chair, and it's so surreal. And little things like constantly replenishing the props. Like we have like this array of various garments. I love this one particularly. Look at that mermaid. Okay, distraction. But we have to refresh it. I know there's little things that, I've just installed a vanity mirror here. You can just see my eyes, look at the reflection, or with the bulbs all around it. I'm constantly updating the studio. I'm constantly repainting the floor. The floor gets painted probably every quarter, which doesn't sound like a lot, but you know what? It means moving everything off the white floor, which you can see. It's just stunning. This part of my studio is all white. Pulling everything off and taking a day out, or even technically 2 days, to sand it back as slightly so the paint can grip, and then repainting. Now I use proper paint, but you know what? Things lift and get scratched and marked, these little things, like, because it's white, you got to clean it. People always think that having a studio is like makes you a professional. What it does is actually takes more time away from you. Yes, it's really lovely to have. Yes, you do feel like you have an office space, so you're an adult, But to be honest, you can hot desk or hot studio, jump from studio to studio. You could studio share. You don't even have to. Loads of people just go outside. And I think there's this perception that once I got a studio, I was like fixed and this is the only place I work out of. If anything, I come here to remind myself where I actually have a space because I'm always on the road. I was in Norway. I travelled up north recently. I'm off to America. You travel around, but having this space does mean I can have creative space to create stuff. That wasn't the best English, was it? No. But I have this space in which I can create stuff for me. Anyway, I just wanted to do a quick video because someone dropped me a message going, do I need a studio to be a professional photographer? The answer is no. You will know when you're ready for a studio, but some people think they need a studio and they jump too heavy into it. If you've got any comments about why you think you need a studio or what you love about not having a studio, drop me a message below, hit me up. And if you've got a studio, show me some links to it because I'd love to see it. And I might do a studio tour, which will take 2 seconds because it's tiny in here. I might do some B-roll, like really bad B-roll and be like, ooh, Peter McKinnon will just die inside. Okay, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell button, and I'll see you on the next one. Hopefully this bird will be gone. How pretty is my mirror? Look at the reflections in my eyes. Oh, I totally need to tidy up there. Look at the state